What's up, YouTube friends? My name's Anthony, and I'm here to get my message across and try to inspire as many people as I possibly can. Just by opening this video, I can already relate to you in so many different ways. There's probably a few things going in your head right now. You're probably pissed off about your life. You're probably pissed off about your job. You're probably pissed off about living paycheck to paycheck. You might be looking for a different way out. There's thousands, probably millions of different reasons why you just opened this video right now, but I just want to say that I can relate to you in so many different ways. The first thing you want to ask yourself is do you have any self-belief whatsoever that when you looked into an online or network marketing business of any kind, do you actually believe that you could possibly be successful in this business? Because if you do not, or if you don't at this time, it wouldn't be a good time to jump into the business, because that's where it starts everything, is self-belief. You have to have self-belief that no matter what happens to you, you will overcome any obstacles or anything negative that comes at you. You will overcome and you will be successful, because it all breaks down to your mindset. And that's one thing that I've learned. I'm actually a student. I'm a culinary student. I'm actually in my dorm room right now. And I'm not going to sit here and put on a nice suit and tie and try to give you information about a business that's booming and could possibly change your life for the better and give you that freedom that we're all looking for in this day and age. The first thing I want to say is, a motto I heard from a very successful man, and he said one day is, he lives a life of significance. And what that means is, lives, and when I heard that, it really made me think, because what better payoff than the feeling you get when you help someone. And personally, I come from a personal training background, and that was a very rewarding job, to help people with their diets, their nutrition, their workout programs, hold them accountable, and then slowly see them change and progress in so many ways. And that job was very rewarding. Now I'm definitely going in a different direction, but my connection between the two is just the feeling you get when you've helped someone. And what better way than to help somebody but actually allowing them to gain that freedom that they're looking for. And this type of business allows ordinary people, to do extraordinary things. And I know that sounds cliche. You've probably heard that. If you read any of Brian Clemmer's books, The Compassionate Samurai, he actually says that in one of his books. A very good book too. I would recommend for anybody looking to get into this type of business. You got to have that desire. You got to have that passion. That desire will eventually become your obsession. And because it is your obsession, it will eventually become a reality, which means everything that you ever wanted eventually will be yours. Okay? The only person that's saying that stuff cannot be yours is you. And we've all done it. It's happened to anybody. Okay? You just got to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? The number one tool for success, and one thing that I've learned too, is life experiences. You can go out, you can get your scholastic, your professional educations, all you want, but that's all mental. That's all you learning. We learn the best from experiences, and in my opinion, the number one tool for success would be life experiences in itself. And people say, well, I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money, and those are just smoke screens. Those are just excuses for you either being lazy, or you're just scared to get out of your comfort zone and actually try something new. So if you want something different in your life, you have to be willing to do something different. Okay? Just remember this, the best thing we were born with is the power of choice. Is every day we make certain choices, and they have some sort of result, whether it be good or bad. Okay? So just by listening to this video right now, you chose to listen to this video. But after listening to this video and possibly, getting started in the business and becoming very successful, just because of that one choice, you were able to change your life in so many different ways. And that's kind of the message that I'm trying to get to you guys, to anybody watching this video right now. Another thing I want you to ask yourself is, where in your life are you settling? Okay? And just by me saying that, you guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody, we've all settled for certain things, whether it be your house, your car, your girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, whatever it is. Now, when you settle, you're more or less, you're not happy because you think you can do better, but that's all you have, so you settle. Okay? See, there's too many people in this world that are in that mindset, and that's the reason why a lot of people fail in their eyes and other people's lives, at life in general. So my main goal here is to reach out and to help inspire anybody out there who's looking for something different in their life, but is also willing to do something different. Money is the currency of this world, and I know it's not all about money, but you know what? It sure does make your life a lot easier when you know you can wake up in the morning and you don't have to worry about how your bills are going to be paid. You don't have to be worried about how your insurance is going to be paid. You don't have to worry about buying groceries. You don't have to worry about paying your cell phone bill. You know, those are things that give us that peace of mind and allows our body to rest when we need to, other than going to sleep and still being stressed out while you're sleeping because you have all these issues that all connect back to one problem, and that's the finances that you have. I kind of wanted to tell you a story. This type of work that I'm in right now, the network marketing business, I was brought into just a little while back, and the gentleman that brought me into the company was a very inspiring story, and I'm gonna actually share with you his story. He actually came here from a different island. I'm actually in Hawaii too, by the way, and with only 2 words of English when he was a young kid. And he came here, he went to school, struggled to school, ended up, dropping out. He got his diploma. He learned enough English to go back and get his degree. So he finally got a degree, started a few businesses, started working in the restaurant industry. Well, long story short, he ended up getting into the restaurant business, and as he was doing that, he was a victim of identity theft. And I don't know if you guys know, but that is right now the #1 fastest growing crime in our nation. It's our nation's nightmare. And I actually wrote a blog and an article about it about a week ago that I'm going to be posting on here as well. But it's the most not talked about crime, and people, they don't think that they'll ever be a victim of it. And you know what? I don't know how many of us probably know somebody who's been a victim, but it's not something good at all. It could ruin your life. And for this gentleman, it did ruin his life. He ended up filing bankruptcies. He lost the restaurants, and he had to start all over. All because there's people out there doing bad things in his good name, and it completely ruined his life. So that was my roommate. Don't mind him. His name's Roger. And when I heard this story, I was like, wow. This guy. He's in his. He's almost 40 years old, and he has to start all over again, from scratch, because they ruined his credit. They ruined his name. And just that thought of being in that situation was horrific. I can't imagine to ever be in a situation like that. So he started working with this company, and since then he's been able to regain his name back, regain his life back, and he's very, very successful right now. And this gentleman is by far one of the smartest, most motivated guys that I do know, and I really do. I thank him all the time, and I thank him for bringing me into this type of work, because he saw something in me that I knew I had. I just needed somebody else to point it out. So I'm sure some of you guys could relate to that situation. I've been there. I know a lot of friends that have been there. I just hope that maybe you can relate to it watching this video. I kind of mentioned earlier about the self-belief, and I base this network marketing off, 3 principles. And the first one being self-belief is no matter what happens, anything that's thrown at you, any obstacle that you run into, you will overcome it. You know, and it all breaks down to your belief in you being successful in this type of business. Now, if you do not believe in yourself in this business, then yes, you're going to fail miserably. Okay, so until you're in that mindset, my suggestion would be to hold off, and eventually something will happen to you to where you will have total belief in yourself, and then we'll be ready for you, and we'll be ready to help you and coach you and help you become very successful. Another thing is lack of education, being educated in this type of work. You know, most people, they come into network marketing, they get their websites put up, they get their products, their services, they exhaust, you know, their list, they call, they email everybody that they know, they send them to events, they do three-way callings, they do presentations, web presentations, they do everything. But what happens after you've exhausted all those contacts? Say you sign up just a few, but what happens? Okay, now most of the people at that point, they stop, they quit, and then they go off and they tell all their friends that, oh, I tried it, it didn't work, you know. And but how many times have, you know, we've done things, we liked it, we had a good experience, and then we go and we tell somebody else, and they're like, oh, no, it didn't work. It's just because it didn't work for them, or they didn't like it for whatever reason. Okay, so the main thing is to try it on yourself and have your own life experience, and then see if it works for you. But don't go off somebody else's opinion, because that's the worst thing you could ever do. So on that note, I wanted to talk to you about this company I'm with, and I'm going to kind of touch on the identity theft and just give you a few facts. I don't know if you guys knew, in 2010, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, reported that identity theft was the top consumer complaint for 2009. Just some numbers too as well. Let's see here. In 2008, there was 10 million victims of identity theft. Okay, 10 million. That's incredible. I mean, if 10 million is not a number for you to think that this is serious, then I don't know what is. Another thing is that 1 in every 10 U.S. consumers have already been victimized by identity theft. 1 in every 10. That's horrible. Another one is that